Hello and welcome to this Leo New Moon meditation here at Nikila Temple. And my name is Raisa Olias, for those who don't know me yet. And I warmly welcome you to join me in this moment together and into this field together as we create it together, even though I may be guiding it today. I've spent the past 2 weeks first in the container and initiation of Mary Magdalene, and then we've been in a group process and group leadership process of ushering in a new era together here at Nikila Temple, meaning that we've been exploring the shadows and the gifts of the Piscean age, and then entering into the shadows and gifts of the Aquarian age. And it's been really powerful and magical week and time for us. And this is where I'm coming from today, as we are only closing the container tomorrow. And stepping into Leo energy, I know that the sun and moon are still factually in Cancer, and that is actually serving us for our journey today very well. So I'm very happy about that. So you know that I'm recording this meditation and all of these meditations that I got. And there's the doggies here as well with me. And I record these meditations and I share them on Avatar group on Facebook, and also Nikila Temple Facebook page, and on my email list, Aquarian Avatar email list. And those wanting to share, you can share in the chat, or you can unmute yourself if you want to. And just know that my face is pinned here, so if you don't want to be seen in the recording, there's no worry about that. But I invite you to turn on your video for this meditation together, so that we can create a shared space together. And it also helps me to see where you are at when in the guided journey itself. Hi there, good to see you. And I will go into some esoterics first, and then I'll put on the transmission. Let's see what comes on. But yeah, I have a sense that we're going to continue our journey where we left off from Cancer full moon last time. I think there was an essential piece there that we need to integrate still and bring that along. And that's why the Cancer energies that are still active are supporting us still. And at the end, you are welcome to share if you want to. If you have any questions, any comments, any shares, you are free and very welcome to share that in the chat. In the meantime, I'll be keeping my eye on the chat as well. And let's begin. And also those who are new to these meditations guided by me there, I know that a lot of people have gone through these meditations when Taki and John have been leading them, and they are different points of transmission. And my intention and my focus is on the archetypal energy of each zodiac. And so, just so you know, that I don't do readings, and I'm not the astrologer that usually people are when they say they are astrologers. I'm not an astrologer. I just want to study the archetypal energies as a pathway to soul initiation. As I see that the more I study these, the more turned on I get, because it is a clear invitation to follow the breadcrumbs of soul development, and also soul development being connected to human development, personality development. So this is my passion, and I really love it. And so thank you for joining me today. And at any time, I'm very open to receiving feedback or reflections or anything like that. So either during the meditation or this session, or afterwards via email or comments under the videos. So do let me know. Yeah, so basically, Leo is the sign or the archetypal energy, or not the sign, but one sign of that represents new beginnings and a new cyclic realization. And this is because when the soul has manifested into form in Cancer and has landed into the animal instinctual consciousness and mass awareness, and then starts to evolve and develop the soul consciousness, this individual self-centered consciousness. When this has been reached, it is in itself initiation. So basically, whenever self-consciousness is born, a new cycle begins. And so that is a new stage of initiation. And what is meant by initiation in the teachings is, under this sign particularly, is that initiation is an achievement and an attained success of the soul, which has at last succeeded in dominating the personality and in manifesting its true nature and character, in spite of the personality and the antagonism of the human being intent upon his own purposes. So basically, this is speaking to different stages of initiations, both the initiation stage, the second initiation, where the tests and trials of the emotional body and the dark night of the soul are experienced, but also this particular quote that I just mentioned is also referring to the third initiation, where the soul, the internal governance is shifted from the personality and from the animal nature to the soul. And the dweller on the threshold, those sounds, that whatever sounds each individual may have that keep you from shining your soul shine, then those voices are muted, and you can still, or not muted, but you are still moving forward with your soul purpose. I mean, the dweller on the threshold never goes away, but you can get more distance to it. And so this is one aspect of this archetype. Another curiosity related to Leo is that it is ruled by the sun on all the levels, the personality, the soul, and the spirit. And as this solar energy is emanating through Leo, it is called the fires of God. And this is because it is both the cosmic fire, the solar fire, and planetary fire. And the cosmic fire is delivered to us through Aries, and the planetary fire delivered to us through Sagittarius, and the solar fire through Leo itself. So these three zodiacs are connected. And the solar fire is really, really important because it produces purification and the intensification of the light in us, in our being. And basically it leads to the revelation of the purified human who stands in the light. So we are pure light, we are the solar fire, we are the sun at the center of a solar system, and we are shining our light to the planets around us. And those planets can be people, they can be animals, they can be plants or minerals, or they can be groups of people. And it is the Leo energy that in all of us, despite whether or not you are born under the sign of Leo, it is this energy in all of us that makes us want to seek a position of power to lead groups of people as the centerpiece, putting ourselves at the center. Whereas in the Aquarian way of leading, the center is empty and the group is basically a member. The group is the leader. The group is the leader, and the members of the group are individual antennas of that leader. And there is the difference. And this solar fire represents the burning ground that each and every one of us need to go through in order to have that solar fire clear in us, that we can stand in it. And it is the burning ground of burning away everything that is in the way of that shining. And the beautiful thing is that how this is related to how Leo is related to the human development and soul development is that as after Cancer energy of mass awareness and instinctual consciousness, we are developing an individual self-consciousness, and through that, or at that stage, it is first the power in us, the solar fire, the power, pure power that is the dark light at the core of everything, is inchoate, it is dispersed, it is fragmented, and there is no way of, in that stage, at that stage of development, to center it other than personality integration. So through personality integration, those fragmented pieces are preparing the form so that the soul can shine through, the solar energy, the soul vibration can shine through. And the thing is that if that personality integration, human development is not complete, or complete enough, it's never perfect. But if it's not complete enough, then the solar energy is actually harming the form. It leads to the destruction of the form. And this may show up as mental illness, or different mental disorders, or physical sickness or illnesses, emotional challenges, and so on. So that's why it's really important that we take our time to develop the nervous system and the glandular system to receive those higher vibrations that actually change the DNA in our matter. It doesn't happen like that. So the matter is much slower and it needs to be prepared. So it's not only about dancing or moving the body before the dark light meditations, but it's also about the different layers, preparing the different layers that they can actually hold the soul in our being without breaking. Okay, let's take a deep breath. So there's another piece that I want to talk about still, and that is that when this self-centered or self-consciousness is developed, it will go through a stage of development where where the soul becomes aware of itself as a soul, of its needs and wants and wishes and purpose as a soul. So it's not about those emotional desires or sexual desires as such and following those impulses, but it's about acknowledging the deeper layer of the soul purpose and devoting the self-consciousness in service of that when the time comes. But that needs to be developed, so it's not, again, the purpose may not be revealed at one sitting, and that's okay. And it is given in the teachings that it is finally in Aquarius that this group, this self-consciousness turns into and matures into group consciousness, where the sun in the middle, ruling and shining its light to all the planets around it, removes itself from the center and leaves the center empty and becomes a group conscious. And so there is each year there is time for us to journey from Leo in July, August to Aquarius in January, February, and also lifetimes. So it's not just in one year or one lifetime, but in lifetimes of lessons. And the energy that radiates through both Leo and Aquarius is the Ray 2 energy, which is love wisdom. It is the love of God, basically. So, or not basically, but in its essence, it's the love of God. And in this journey, Leo is, and because of its cyclic realization and new beginning, initiation, it is also a sign of crisis, meaning that this developmental process that is going to take or is taking place, it also invites in different crises. But crisis is not a bad thing, even though it's like, oh my God, what bad is going to happen? But it is inviting the human soul to look deeper in and through what is not aligned with our internal innate divinity, and then releasing anything that is not aligned. So basically, or in essence, the keynotes of Leo are individuality and true self-consciousness. And true self-consciousness, as I mentioned, is not about the emotional sexual desire about it, or being aware of them, or even being aware of the needs, but it's actually about being aware of soul purpose and directing one's life so that the life is aligned with that, and that there is a so-called life plan or life program. But obviously, none of us knows the life plan or program. It is revealed to us step by step as we surrender to the soul purpose and listen to our intuition. And in that guidance of intuition, our desires and wishes are a portal to listen to that. They are the stepping stones, but they're not the purpose in of itself. So it is really important to listen to the needs. And one other aspect to Leo is sensitivity. So in this progress, or in this development of the soul develops sensitivity because it needs to recognize, or the whole point of Leo is to recognize the stimulation of consciousness as the objective of this astrological influence. And the first stage of that sensitivity is to become aware or be sensitive to the conditioning impacts from the environment. And that comes through the personality, basically, the mental body, the emotional body, the physical body. And that develops even further the sensitivity to the will and wishes and desires of the personality. So individual, integrated, self-conscious human conditioning. And then there's the sensitivity to the soul as the conditioning factor. So basically listening to, being sensitive to soul guidance, the soul being the conditioning, the governing factor instead of the external world. And finally, the last stage of sensitivity is the spiritual sensitivity of the God human. And at this stage, human is not conditioned by the environment, but begins the journey of conditioning itself in relation to the divine plan and purpose. And at the same time, cultivating sensitivity to the higher impacts of those worlds which lead to the final goal. This is the mysterious quote from the teachings. And so there's a lot happening in Leo. There's a lot to be received from Leo and developed in Leo, and we're going to go into a journey to discover, to emerge from the Cancerian mass awareness and see what kind of soul consciousness we develop, what kind of initiatory consciousness, what kind of initiatory consciousness we may be receiving or tap into as we start this journey together. And in that sense, or on that note, if there aren't any questions, hi there, welcome. Or if there are any questions, please place them now. So Usually when I guide these meditations, it's not so much about sitting still, unless that serves you. I'm inviting more embodied experience in these sessions, and that means that you don't have to move, but you can move, and you are invited to respect your body's impulses to move whenever it wants to, whether that be internal movement or external movement, and whether that be very small or big movements. So all the time, listen to the wisdom of your body as it is a channel for your consciousness to express itself. And it may also reveal and release any stuck patterns that may be in the way of your soul shine. And at any time, if you feel the need to ground yourself, bring yourself back, please take a moment to that. And also my guidance is also just a structure. So if you need to feel like you have different information coming through you, through your intuition or otherwise, then just follow that and harvest the gold and the treasures from that. So let's begin. And I invite you to find a posture that you feel comfortable enough for yourself, for your body, for your whole being to start with. A posture where you feel also safe enough to start. The safety bit is necessary for the nervous system and the glandular system that I just mentioned. We are preparing the body to receive the soul. And so at any time, if you feel like you're hyperactive, just take or exhale deeply and allow the system to slow down. Or if you need to release any tension, just shake it off. If it is that your body, if it's something that your body does naturally, you don't have to make it happen. Just these are only some cues that I give you to listen to your body and its nervous system and the wisdom of it. Also, if you feel like you are dropping into inertia, into sluggishness or sleepiness, then activate that breathing a bit more consciously and slowly. Not there's no need to pant or be like nothing like that, but because that is actually overriding the wisdom of your nervous system and your body. But instead, allow your body to tell you, be aware of that defense system of slowing down. So be present to that and be gentle with that. And as you've found the posture and the place in the space that you've found yourself in, I invite you to turn your attention and awareness inwards. In the Cancer full moon meditation, we dropped into the base and we landed into the base, into the matter of the earth, of our body. And we've been dwelling there for some time now, for a couple of weeks. And so I invite you to relax your eyes. Allow your eyes to find a softness, easiness. Allow your external vision to relax and allow your third eye to open. give yourself permission that your inner vision can activate. As we are entering the realms of the shamanic world. Notice your breathing. And there is no need to change your breathing in any way, just noticing it. And noticing also if it is supporting you and your body to relax. To still stay alert, but relax in this moment to release any tensions, any unnecessary activation in the body. And whether you can let yourself fully feel your body on the surface that you're on and land on that surface. And so if you are holding your breath, see if you can invite more of that life in gently. And if there is any holding up of your body then in the shoulders or in the belly, let it drop, let it descend. And as you've been activating your sense of vision through your third eye and your tactile sense, the sense of touch through feeling your body on the surface that you're on, or you can continue the tactile, activating the tactile sense through your own touch. So if there is any place on your body that your body is inviting your own touch, let that take place now. That can be a soothing touch, a comforting touch, can be activating, whatever your body calls to. And also opening the sensed door of the audio, of the hearing. What kind of sounds do you hear? The space that you're in. Smells or tastes become available to you in this moment. Just taking the moment to notice, to bring the awareness to those sensed doors, the nose and the mouth. And as you keep opening your senses and your sensitivity to the outer external world, while holding your awareness inwards, bring your awareness also into your heart. into your heart space. Letting your breathing to caress, gently caress the insides of your heart space. What is my intention? You can ask yourself, what is my intention for this journey today? And let the answer rise from the heart. And as you have that intention, name it out loud for yourself. Let it vibrate in the matter of your body. And see if you can plant it in your base. Let it drop through the solar plexus and the sacral chakra, all the way down to the base. Noticing any tensions on the way there. And just by your presence and love and breathing, allowing those, embracing those tensions or whatever is there. Not bypassing anything on the way, but rather seeing if anything transforms through your presence and love and breathing. If there is a way that your body can help to move that energy downwards, be it a spiral or an undulation or shaking or whatever is the invitation through your body, allow that to take place. Invite your lower chakras one by one to dilate, to expand, to relax, to release the grip, the control. And also allow your different layers be part of this journey. So it's not just the energetic chakras or your physical body, but also your emotional body and mental body. So if there are any thoughts or emotions that are tight, mental energy or emotional energy that feels tight, see how you can move that. See how you can transform it into more fluid states. Also inviting in as the closer we get to the base, the more we invite the animal instinct, the instinctual consciousness to rise in us, activating the animal body, feeling the group, each of us here as a herd, and yourself as a member of that herd, expressing that animal. And remembering that this animal is connected to the earth. Remembering that this form was given by the earth. And as such, we are the earth. So however the animal instinct in you is active right now, be that sexual or aggressive or growling or surviving or whatever is true right now in your experience, let that take a minute to express itself. Let yourself remember that you are part of the earth. You were born from the dark core of the earth. You are built from minerals, the same minerals as the earth holds. And let your animal body drop into and deeper into the earth. Be one with the earth. Let your base dilate even more to receive that oneness. Releasing anything and offering anything that doesn't remember, any part of you that does not remember this oneness, does not remember this shamanic connection, offering it to the life. activating the planetary fire in your base, in your being, through your base, through the South Pole. Activating the magma, lava, the earth, the fires underground, every atom of your being. This fire burning away anything that is not aligned with your inner divinity on the physical plane, the physical body, the emotional, the mental body. Letting that fire ignite your Kundalini energy as well. Letting that Kundalini energy rise and your third eye serve as a bridge as you call on your lover, the monad from the cosmos, the spiritual fire from the center of the galaxy. Inviting that cosmic fire by offering your best and your worst. Any pieces of identification of your best qualities, of your worst qualities as a fuel, as a fire to invite that cosmic fire in. Inviting it in through your crown and your third eye, all the way down into the base and through the heart to the base. And letting that planetary fire to continue rising from your base, through your heart, and through your third eye and crown to the galaxy, to the center of the galaxy. Feeling those and sensing with all your sense doors these two forms of pure power flowing freely through you. Letting those fires start to find a way to connect, a way to mix together in your heart. Revealing the center of the physical sun, the dark core of the sun in your heart. Sensing, no need to imagine anything. And just allow yourself to sense the different energies, the different fires, the planetary fire from your base and the cosmic fire through your crown, and the solar fire from the center of the sun in your heart, all mixed together in your heart. From that fire, from that center that is revealed, moving from a state of unconsciousness and instinct and unconsciousness and instinct to receive a spark of individuation, to receive a spark of seed of consciousness, self-consciousness, and individuation. Letting that fire reveal the blinding light of your soul. letting that light of your soul expand, letting it grow, letting it spread all over your matter. Letting it inhabit this skin suit that you're in, this earth that you're in. Curiously and with curiosity, exploring how is it to be as a light, as a shining, burning fire, solar fire in this matter. How is it to stand as a shining fire? Who am I? Who am I? Letting those answers be revealed. Your developing consciousness. How is it to be a soul in the environment that you are in right now? In this body, this matter. What are the conditions, conditionings surrounding you? At this moment. No, no stories, no, nothing, just now. What is the environment that your soul decided to incarnate to? the time that your soul decided to incarnate to. Opening up your sensitivity through your sensed doors. And then open up to the senses of your soul will. What does your soul wish for, desire for? What does your soul will? And what can you, as an individual soul, do in the surrounding conditionings, circumstances that you are in right now, to align yourself with the will of your soul, with the desires of your soul? Name that thing or those things out loud for yourself. And through that action, let yourself be aligned with the higher realms. Still connected to the fire of the earth and to the cosmic fire of the center of the galaxy. The soul calls the arising sign. All is fire, consume. All is fire, consume. And a pledged disciple responds, I am that, and that I am. That am I. Excuse me. I am that, and that am I. Let yourself immerse with the Leo mantra for a moment. All is fire, consume. I am that, and that am I. Allow this to be the seed of your soul. Allow this to be the seed of your soul shining and landing, living here on earth. And may the wisdom, the desires, the qualities, the love, the essence of your soul be revealed to you. You can have this activation in your heart, in your being. There's no need to shake it off or anything like that, but rather find a closure that can actually nourish that seed. Whether that be through breathing or movement or some other way that is most suited to your being. And if it supports you and it calls you, I invite you to take the seed and plant it in the earth with the new moon offering that you may have brought with you to this meditation. Obviously, there's no requirement for that, but just an invitation if it comes to you. And offer this energy back to the land as a thank you. And when you are ready, I invite you back to our shared space on the screen. This concludes our guided part today.